Hello, hello. It is day 176 of my 365-day raw suspending disbelief journey. It is October 15th, 2024, and I promise I have turned off the alarms and the rabbit is in the other room. So, today was again another kid-free day. My daughter was home as of late last night, but she left for the day, and the other two were not coming back until after dinner. So I had most of the day to myself. I also had a lot of calls scheduled for today. So Tuesday being my business membership focus day, and it was also I was certified as a Reiki 2 practitioner today, which I'm super excited about. So that was a couple of hours, and then I had my shamanic teacher come on the podcast with Kelly and I, the Spiral of the Rose podcast, and we recorded an episode about mediumship for release right before Halloween, which is super exciting. And then I had, my business hours for my business membership, and I had all these things. So just lots on the go. And normally this would be sort of one of my heavier business days anyways, and it's very rare that I have a full Tuesday with no kids. So it's sort of usually my exception to the rule day. It's like the just get it done. So I try my best to still maintain the balance. I still took a minute in between calls and ate healthier options and did as much as I could to keep balance that way, and just I guess just really excited, like the progress, the things that are just flowing and moving so easily, and in sort of all of the areas. I guess I can't say in all the areas of life. There's been like the struggles with the kids lately, but um specific to business and like leadership and the momentum forward of my goals and all of that, they're going extremely well. The podcasts are going extremely well. This podcast is about to hit 1,000 listens as I'm recording this. And like, that's just mind blowing to me. I think that is so cool. And I am, like the timing of the ideas and the nudges that come in is just so flowy and so incredible. Like the idea to do a mediumship episode for the Spiral of the Rose podcast, right to land right around Halloween, and the fact that I am planning that far ahead and successfully, and not having, I'm working so much with my energy at this point that like my cyclical energy at this point, that I know when to be recording stuff and when to be planning stuff and all of this. So as I follow along with that, it makes things so much easier. It just makes things flow so much better. And the inspiration is coming in at the right times when I'm really extra sensitive as far as empathy and like divine connection and stuff like that. Not extra sensitive as in extra emotional, but extra like noticing the nudges and understanding them and all of that. So all of the things just happening at the right time of the month every month, and it just really is flowing so beautifully. And even, over the last few days, even while the kids were gone, there was a lot of clarity that came in about what's been going on with my son. And that's incredible as well, right? That is super exciting. That is, I've been talking too much today, so now I'm getting like a tickle in my throat. That is, I mean, really, that is balance, even though the kids weren't here and even though those problems aren't solved yet. That is progression towards that resolution and towards the emotional state that we want to be in, and all of these kinds of things, coming to resolution and having things dealt with in the best way possible for everybody. And just, just in general, feeling good about it all and feeling that, really leaning into that that deep belief that I've started to have of like, my success is here. It's here. It's not even inevitable anymore. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. And um, I'm not having to put a lot of effort into believing that at this point. Like, that's just what I believe. Like, it's here. Everything is going amazing. And, um, I'm embodying the things that I was saying a lot at the beginning of this podcast, right? Like, I am choosing to feel what I want to create. And I'm doing that consistently, and it is creating the life that I want to live. And I am trusting myself to create the experiences that I want to have. I'm trusting that I'm capable of achieving these things that I want. And, um, I'm fully believing that it's my time and that I'm ready to hold all of it. I'm ready to receive the things that I've been calling in. I'm ready to rise into that higher state of being that I want to be a part of. And when I say my success is here, all of that is included. It's not just about money. It's this whole picture of like my successful that, not only is my financial success here and like money is starting to flow properly again and all of these things, but um my healing success is here, and my joyful life that I want to live is here, and all of these things. So when I say that my success is here, it's a very holistic success, and that feels amazing. Holistic success. Sorry. I realized I'm sort of like blending my words together a little bit, but just really feeling that feeling of being exactly where I'm meant to be, and not having to choose to believe that. And not that there's anything wrong with needing to choose to believe that, because that's where I've been, right? For most of the first half of the year of this 365-day challenge was like having to suspend disbelief of being exactly where I'm supposed to be, where now I'm not having to suspend disbelief as much as I'm just believing. I just know it intrinsically that I'm exactly where I should be. And I don't know how much farther I can go. To have gotten to the point where I'm like, well, I'm not really suspending disbelief anymore. And that's not necessarily true. So I'm going to reword that. But in this sense of knowing that I'm exactly where I should be, even in the worst days, like the most miserable moments, I just know that I'm exactly where I should be. And having that really fully integrated is mind blowing, that I'm not even quite at the halfway point for this podcast, for this challenge. And I'm already at that point of knowing that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. So that's really incredible. Now, I will say, like, as far as the specific suspending disbelief thing goes, I just said it in a way that was like, oh, I don't have to suspend disbelief anymore. That's not true. I take that back. Cancel, delete. I just, when it comes to that specific thing of believing that my success is here, that I do not need to suspend disbelief about anymore. When it comes to knowing that I'm exactly where I should be, I don't need to suspend disbelief about that anymore. I still have, even very recently in like the past few days or past week of this podcast, been like, I'm choosing to suspend disbelief that I can do this talk without having every word written out and memorized, right? I'm choosing to suspend disbelief about these things. So I'm still doing that. That it came out wrong the first time. But I'm definitely finding it easier to suspend disbelief and to believe myself when I suspend disbelief. So there's almost that second layer, right? Of not only are we choosing to suspend disbelief and just saying that, but we are also having to believe that we have successfully suspended disbelief, because um, that is where you embody that suspension of disbelief, and you are actually believing the thing. You are actually expecting it to come into being and to manifest into your life. And it is a whole other level. It is a whole other level than the way that I understood it at the beginning of this podcast. So I'm excited about where I am. And I'm also like, how much farther can this really take me? Like and this is the same as every stage of our journey all the time, is like, yes, I'm finally there. Well, you're not all the way there. There's never an all the way there, because if that was true, then what's the point of being alive? And it's the journey that matters, and all of that. Right. So, I'm just really curious, I guess, as to what else can possibly come out of this year, because it's still got another 6 months to go and I feel like I've come so far. So absolutely, even saying, I also want to say that, like, my success is here as far as the suspending disbelief challenge goes. Like, I've done it. I have suspended disbelief and um really had incredible results from it. So just super excited. I don't know. I feel like after yesterday's episode, I needed a little bit more of like, okay, here are some actual things, because last episode was just like, this rabbit will not stop thumping, right? Like, so that is what I have for you guys today, though. I hope that that was helpful, inspirational, or whatever you needed to hear most at this time. And I will talk to you all tomorrow.